Good people. Hey, just before we get started, thumbs up in the chat box if y'all can hear. Thumbs up in the chat box if y'all can hear. Thumbs up in the chat box if y'all can hear. Get this thing rolling. We back like a summer fling, most definitely. Summer fling, we in this thing. Appreciate you, appreciate it. Got an echo.
Can you see the chat box, Coach?
I can see it. I can see. You guys won't see it on Streamlabs.
That's right. I'm gonna pull up the video. I'm gonna pull up on YouTube.
I'm echoing. Let's see.
What about the rest of us?
Testing.
Mic check now. Am I still echoing?
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it. Echo still. Did Jamil say we good?
Ooh, what's up, Cam?
Still good now? Okay. What about Hendo? Hendo, give us a mic check.
Mic check 1 2.
All right. What about you, B? Okay. So, I saw what the problem was, turned it down. And so I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate it. We got a little itinerary today. So we go. B gonna keep us on schedule. So this is what we're gonna do. First things first, let me find my itinerary so we can stay on schedule. I open my direct messages and it's Greg Roman. That ain't what's supposed to happen. that ain't it. That ain't what's hot right now. All right. So welcome back. The first thing we do is welcome back. And toast, man, because it's been a while. Shout out to everybody. Toast. Sip, cheers. We Juneteenth and all
everything
kinds of
else
things happened since then. All kinds of things. Father's Day, exactly. Salute to all the fathers out there. And boy, somebody struck a nerve in y'all Discord with me. Ooh, they struck a nerve in y'all Discord with me. But I handled it mildly. Mm-hmm. And I know it's a bunch of mothers that do both. I do, but just
fathers too.
Just fathers too, exactly. Fathers too. Just give us that one day.
I mean, listen. Everything's open. They don't sell no gifts on the side of the street. Well, it ain't even special about the day anyway. Let us just have that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What? They say they can't hear you, Jose.
They said they can't hear you, Jose. I can hear you.
I can hear him, and it's registering on my screen.
All right.
We know Cam.
Switch to Apple.
They can't hear me. Nobody can hear me.
See if they can hear you.
They can't. Well, it might be. No, it might be.
They can't hear you either.
Right. It might be Cam. I don't know.
Cam said he can't hear you.
Can you hear me, Cam?
Cam just can't hear.
Yeah, he said, "There you go."
So wait, hold on a second.
He turned the volume on his.
Mic check, everybody. Can y'all hear us? Can you hear us?
I can't hear Coach.
Now I can't hear Coach.
Are you playing around, Coach? Coach playing around. Coach playing around. You're not saying nothing.
We're gonna shut this down. We're gonna try again mid-July.
What?
I had to switch some stuff.
Now your audio's low.
Really low.
Switch some stuff. That's it. Switch some stuff down. That's it.
That's better.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Switch some stuff down. We good.
All right, let's go.
Okay, we're good. We're good. All right.
Good. All right. Had to play with something new. You got to play with some stuff. And sometimes
That's how it works.
Come back and the echo gonna go and a whole bunch of things. It is. We're gonna work itself out though. All right. But again, salute y'all for coming through. We was talking about how Father's Day should be just for fathers. That's what the conversation was.
Salute.
And we had an issue in Discord where somebody said about the mothers. We know mothers do
A lot
for in a lot of cases for both. We just saying can we get one day sometimes just for us. That's it. Sometimes a lot of times we just get socks or draws.
Hey, coach.
Yeah.
You laughing? But I got some socks and some wife beaters for Father's Day. And I was just
And you were happy.
I was just about to go to the store to get some. You know, socks now cost like $16, $17.
Yeah. I'm all heavy for socks and underwear.
But I was so happy for that now.
I got. Never mind. I ain't put myself out there. I just know I had some comfortable socks. I just had to throw away. And by comfortable socks, you know what that means.
Yeah. Holes everywhere.
Form fitting.
Exactly. Let's get on to this show. Let's shout out to a few people that's in the chat. I know I got to echo, but until we figure out the final points of how we doing this, because I had to do something a little different because Streamlab was kind of digging into a part of my genes that they dig in. So did something a little different. But D Weezy, appreciate you. Big Ed, T Sizzle, appreciate it. Big Reg, make sure y'all subscribe to Big Reg, host the Big Boy Talk. So I appreciate you guys coming through. Ravenville. Who else we got up here? I Scope. Appreciate it. I should have that better. You should better hear me now. Cam we've already spoke to. Appreciate it. Weezy always coming through. Ravenville, London, make sure you go. London put out a good video.
I hear what they're saying, Coach. It's not like an echo. It's like it's repeating your words.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like it's playing twice, back to back. Yeah.
So it's two forms of
audio sources.
Yeah.
Listen to the coach get me high.
I can't. I'm starting. Won't be nothing. I'm skilled in the joning now.
Oh man.
Skilled in the joning. Well, let us get through this. Because if I start fixing, we're sitting here doing much of nothing.
Thanks.
But see, messed up my train where I was going. How about Yolanda's video?
Yes.
How about Yolanda's video? She put out a video talking about. Let's do this. She put out a video talking about how the aces of the O-line. And she got a standalone video. Jose always said put something out there. This video can last a long time. Well, she gave you the bases each O-line and their role, whatnot. And so even though it's probably not relevant now, all newcomers to football, male or female, that video good for you to go and get you a introductory O-line play. And so salute to London for that video. Well done. And more stuff like that should be out there for just general football purpose. Salute to you for that. If you haven't seen it, I forget the name of it. It's her video. I think it's her most recent video out there. Go check that out. Ravens Talk with Yolanda. Next up, Georgia Raven. Appreciate you. We know we got to work on. We're gonna work on. And again, that's some of the pitfalls of doing stuff live, man. Doing stuff live. You work on it. Next time we do it.
If they watch our channel, they're used to chaos. Okay.
Chaos. Speaking of y'all channel, just make sure on Wednesday I come Wednesday and talk about the more to the talent countdown. We'll get into that a little later.
Absolutely.
All right. All right. But appreciate all you guys coming through. Wolf of All Street, which is one of the greatest names.
Facts.
One of the greatest names out there. Wolf of All Street, which is a play Wolf of Wall Street. And Jared Green, appreciate it. We know that Echo is back. We know that. What that lets me know is Jared just got back. But appreciate it. We're gonna fight through. And if you can bear with it, we appreciate it. We got some good stuff lined up for you today. And while these guys are talking, I'll be in the background working on the Echo. So let me get through what I gotta say. When we get to the question part and discussion, when they're talking, I'll be working on the Echo in the background. Like Jenny be over there singing in the background. All right. Next up. So since it's been a while since you've seen us together. And we don't really do that. Jose and B don't really talk about that much on that channel. I don't think Hendo really talks about it much on that channel. We're gonna have, and I thought Mike was gonna be here, but Mike doing his. I know Mike got going on. Chris is living life.
Yes,
living that South Beach life.
Right.
Speaking of, how's life for you guys? What's been going on? I know Hendo celebrated. Not himself, but had a prince's birthday. You know, how's life going on? Let's talk about that if you can for a minute. Little birthday that you had recently.
My birthday? The birthday I had?
No,
but the birthday I had. So you talking about my granddaughter's 4th birthday? Man, she's something else. And I don't know if you saw like the little clip I put out of her. She's come and dealt with us so much. She thinks that she's a YouTuber now. So anytime she sees the camera or cell phone, she was like, "Hey guys, it's me, Dream Baby." And I'm like, "Sit your ass down." But other than that, chilling, making videos, trying to make some entertainment for people because it's not really much to talk about. And the 4 of us up here, we're not just going to put out nonsense.
Nope.
You're not going to get a video every day of, well, this guy said the Ravens should be wearing green, not purple. You know what I'm saying? So, just trying to make things right. And, Rodney, Jose, and myself, we're trying to put out some videos outside the scope of the Baltimore Ravens. We're trying to expand some things, go to different reaches, give people some entertainment in some different spaces. And I want to say this, because I've been thinking about this for a minute. I'm really disappointed in all y'all. Not you up here, but not y'all up here, but us. But I'm talking about all y'all. I'm disappointed. Most of y'all, not all y'all, most of y'all. Coach puts out some videos, and I was watching the other day. This 32-team countdown, it's not short, and it's not easy. And I think that y'all, just out of respect, and it's just my personal opinion, just should go watch the video, just out of the respect of the time that this man took to provide people with the entertainment, just to entertain you. Like, we're not spending 4 and 6 hours editing a video for our own good. And I'm stopping. Let that go.
Yeah.
All right. You didn't ask, but since you brought it up, and I don't know if my wife is in here. But if she was, she'll tell you. The daily routine get up. Since I'm out of school right now, 8 o'clock. Get my coffee, which the mug is still right here. Edit from 8 to 12. Record from 12 to 1. Have it out for y'all for 7 o'clock.
It's a lot of work, people.
That's just the daily countdown. Not to mention the stuff I do with this show. But what's going on y'all? Jose and B.
Well, I mean, look, like Hendo said, the 3 of us have been collaborating on a lot of things behind the scenes. We put a couple of things out. I mean, Hendo's got something out right now that you guys really need to check out. It's on Brett Favre, the welfare queen of Mississippi. All right. We did one on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. It was about a month or so ago. Okay. Look, we're working on a lot of things. Okay. We're brainstorming on a lot of things. We're working on a lot of things. We're putting together a lot of stuff. There's a video that we put out just recently. A lot of you guys didn't see it. We didn't push it out to subscribers. Okay. We're testing something out. It doesn't have a lot of views. That's kind of expected. But if you go on our channel, it is there. It's about the $2.7 billion settlement of the NCAA and the athletes. Okay. So if you're interested, that's out there as well. Check that out. But other than that, it's summertime. Like Hendo said, we're not going to just give you some boring content. We understand it's a dead period of sports, quote unquote. All right, but for me, I enjoy it. It lets me be creative. Let's try out different things, and this is what kind of gives us fresh ideas for the show. And you guys seem to be liking it. So
Facts. Like, I'm not understanding. Y'all don't want to know why the NCAA is about to go broke? They about to go out of business? Y'all don't want to know about that? Like, that to me is interesting. I don't care if you're just a Ravens fan or not. That to me is interesting to find out. The NCAA could no longer be the governing body of college athletics. And why is that? You gotta watch the video to find out.
It's a good thing.
It is.
B?
It is.
Yeah.
Care to share, B?
No, I mean, like, basically just what Jose and Nando said. We're just working on a lot of things, and it's the off season, so we get to have a little more time away, not streaming quite as much, but still, it lets, like Jose said, let's just be more. It's a branch out a little more and find some other stories that we wouldn't normally get to talk about, and experiment with different ways of telling those stories. So yeah, I mean, we haven't been on quite as much.
But we'll probably record it later this week. We're going to do another couple, 1 or 2 videos to put out there. So we're active again. Speaking of OTR Mike, okay, Off the Record podcast is back. All right. It's available on the audio form only. So wherever you listen to podcasts, they are back. Open Mic or OTR Mike is coming back shortly. Okay. I know we keep discussing it. We're getting Mikey comfortable with the new studio setup. All right. But he's going to start kicking out some episodes soon. So we are active out here. All right.
All right. 1 sec. Let's see what's next on the agenda while I'm still trying to work on this audio. So if you've been paying attention to some of my videos, you've noticed that I've talked about Lamar, and his conquest to get better. So my question to the guys on the panel is, we know Lamar is not perfect, but we also know Lamar is a 2-time MVP. I personally think Lamar can win MVP and even have better years to come as a quarterback. Do you guys think that, like, Lamar has 2, 3, maybe even 4 more MVPs in him on top of winning, obviously winning Super Bowls? Do you see, like, what can Lamar do to improve his game? And do you see multiple MVPs ahead of him on top of the 2 he already has?
All right, before you guys answer, Coach, it sounds like your audio is better now. So everybody give a thumbs up if you guys. It doesn't sound like there's a.
I'm tricking the system. I'm turning y'all down while I'm talking, and then I'm turning me down when y'all talk. So I'm still working on the work around. I'm working hard over here.
They saying thumbs up.
Okay, got you. All right, go ahead. You guys go ahead.
As far as Lamar, I think that he definitely has the talent to win MVP again, if not multiple more times. But that's going to depend on what the team puts around him. Every other MVP has great players playing with them on their offense. That's how they put up the great numbers and they get those votes. Lamar has gotten 2 MVP awards, essentially. People voting for him because the Ravens have not given him any help. And I don't think they're going to vote for a 3rd MVP because the Ravens have not put enough talent around him. So, like, they're going to have to go out and get another, top tier wide receiver. They're going to have to fix the O-line and really allow him to flourish and put up those huge numbers that we all know he's capable of putting up. So it's really, I think, a team thing at this point, whether or not he gets another MVP.
Well said. Nah, I agree. I'm gonna echo what B said. It's when he's healthy and you can get just enough from the players on the team. At times they just look unstoppable. And they know that's because of him. Like, I mean, we've seen what it's like. I think the injuries kind of helped his MVP case in the past, because you see exactly what this team was like without him. And they haven't done that much to improve the team. for the times he's been out. So when the times when he's in versus the times he's out, it's night and day. So it's clear to vote for him, right? But yes, moving forward, they're going to have to actually start putting some talent around him. For them to vote a third time. He can win 4 more easily. He can win 4 more. But I think it's time for a regime change. I think this GM, this head coaching crew, like they all have to be gone. You have to start over, and the next regime that comes in has to be offensive or oriented. Offensive oriented for that to happen.
No, because he literally took what I was going to say. So I'm going to pivot a little bit. Can Lamar win multiple MVPs? Of course he can. He is one of the top 3 most dynamic players. We know he's number 1, but just for kicks and giggles, top 3 dynamic. I think that it's going to be a little bit harder for him to win an MVP going forward because he technically wasn't supposed to be in a race this season. And he came out of nowhere and won it. And you can get a little bit of voter fatigue and a little bit of bias. Now, for me, I think that the voters and everybody else is going to look at it like, yo, we can't have this dude win another MVP because it goes against the narrative that we're trying to push on him as a quarterback. So if we give him a third MVP, now it's kind of like we're admitting we was wrong about Lamar Jackson. And I don't think that they want to do it. But more importantly, if Lamar is to win a third MVP, the Ravens have to surround him with talent. He is a franchise quarterback. He is top 5 highest paid, 2-time MVP, but he's the only quarterback in the league, only franchise quarterback in the league that the team refuses to put pieces around him. And I know people are going to jump into the chat and say, well, they gave Derrick Henry. They gave Derrick Henry maybe 5 years too late. They could have given him Derrick Henry 5 years ago or someone like him. That's still not helping him in the pass game because Derrick Henry is not a receiving back. They need to shore up this old line and stop looking defense. Even as of this moment today, a lot of publications are saying the Ravens' offensive skill positions are lackluster a little bit. But yet and still, I'm reading articles saying, are the Ravens going to go out here and get this third safety? We're not looking for somebody to go opposite of Zay Flowers. We're looking for somebody to come in and be the third safety because we have so much confidence in Rashad Bateman. We think that Nelson Aguilar is going to morph into somebody he hasn't been in years. Instead of saying, you know what, let's go get him a bona fide wide receiver and see what this man can take us. Because when people ask me, they're like, yo, you watch the Ravens, you follow Lamar. How good is Lamar Jackson? I keep telling people to this day, 7 years later, I don't know how good Lamar Jackson is because he's never been surrounded with enough talent to find out what he is as a quarterback. We know what he is as a franchise carrier, somebody that puts a team on his back, but we don't know what he is truly as a passer because he's never really had the talented pieces around him to substantiate him being measured up there with the upper tier quarterbacks. The only thing that I think gives Pat Mahomes a level above Lamar Jackson is the opportunities. They put I know they had a down year last season, but throughout his career, they put talent around Pat Mahomes. They've not put that type of talent around Lamar Jackson, nor have they given him an offensive mind for him to work with. So I don't know how good Lamar Jackson is. And up to this point, with the bits that he has been given, he's been phenomenal. So yes, absolutely, he can win multiple MVPs. Now the Super Bowl conversation, to Jose's point, until we get new leadership, he marked Jackson with Golden State Warriors. He can only get us to a certain point. We need Steve Kerr to come in here and finish this off.
Facts.
Bruh. You went there.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, but listen, I'm sorry.
You really went there.
It's been a while, man. It's been a while.
All right. So I think what the echo sound like? Is it there? I'm talking to.
Nope, doesn't sound like it's there. Oh, wait.
Trying to see what chat. The echo there or not?
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Still that guy. I gotta keep working these fingers. Son of a gun.
Still there. They saying it's a mean echo.
All right. All right. Second. Hey, we didn't start at 9:00. So second question. We got 3 new offensive linemen. Will the offensive line, even though we got 3, new pieces, will they be better or worse than last year, and why?
Go ahead, V.
Okay. I was going to say I'm going to be optimistic and say that by the end of the season, they will be better than last year's O line. Whether or not I believe that, I don't know. But it's tough to go into the season with three guys who have never been starters, two guys who have never played. But everybody thinks highly of Rosengarten. They drafted him in the second round for a reason. They think highly of Ben Cleveland. They drafted him in the third round a few years ago for a reason. I don't know why people think highly of Andrew Voorhees, but he's out there too. Ronnie Stanley says he's feeling better than he's felt in a long time, and we know that Tyler Linderbaum is probably the best center in the league at this point. So I think that given time to grow together and getting those guys some experience, that they can be better than the O-line the Ravens had last year by the latter part of the season.
Oh man, I don't like. As a fan, I can say yes, they're gonna be better. But I don't like projection, right? Like, yeah. I think Ryan Stanley, if he'll be healthy, and I think it's something that I blame the coaches for not letting him just heal up and play healthy. But I think if he's 100%, you're gonna see vintage Ronnie Stanley. I think he's still one of the better left tackles in the league. Like B said, Linderbaum is one of the top centers in the league. So just them being healthy will make them a little bit better. The rest of those guys, man, I gotta see it to believe it. I'm not gonna, I can't sit there and say they're gonna be one of the best when you have guys that haven't gotten on the field and been able to play. I mean, yes, it takes time to develop O linemen. But Ben Cleveland, a third round guy, was this his third or fourth year? His fourth year. He hasn't really gotten any significant playing time up to this point. That I don't feel confident about that. Rosengarten's a rookie. We just gotta wait and see. And yeah, Voorhees, I don't talk about him because there's nothing to talk about. There's absolutely nothing to talk about. I mean, he could be really good. He could be a nothing burger. I don't know, but I'm not gonna sit there and say he's gonna be great. If you think he's gonna be great, you're basing that off of absolutely nothing. We just gotta wait and see.
Ooh, start this off to Jose's point. Pat McCarr made a career out of decent plays partially throughout seasons because everybody thinks he's the most valuable backup in the world. But when he gets in and plays extensive time, he stinks. Anyway, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and say yes, this offensive line is going to be good for the future because now they're bringing in pieces that fit Todd Monken's system. So I'm gonna say for the future, this season coming up, I can't say particularly because once again, Ben Cleveland, 4 years, spot duty. Last season was the first season that he actually really got to play. He couldn't beat out John Simpson. That's a problem with me. Okay, well, he did beat out John Simpson, but
problem with you hating on John Simpson.
What's up?
What'd you say, Coach?
He wasn't in competition with John.
I mean, that's true, but he was in competition for a guard spot, and you couldn't overtake him. So, but he could be better. We know what happens to Ravens' offensive lineman in contract is. They normally go out and play decently. So I expect Ben Cleveland to go out and have a decent season. Rosengarten, I expect him to come in, plug and play. I don't know if he's going to be dominant. To me personally, this is just me. I'm not speaking for nobody else. He can't be any worse than Morgan Moses. I don't think Morgan Moses is as great as people try to give him credit for. I think he was decent. He was solid for what we paid him. I think Rosengarten can come in and give us that type of production. Now, Andrew Voorhees, this is the wild card to me. You want a guy who's never been through an NFL training camp. This guy who's never taken a snap in the preseason. A guy who was injured in college. He spent like 6 years in college. And I get it, one of those years was COVID years. He spent like 6 years in college. He was injured in college. He came out the combine and came into the NFL injured. But we think that he's going to jump in and be the starting guard for the Baltimore Ravens. And there are some guys who are all Americans, all 4 years of college that come into the NFL and struggle. But y'all guys think he's coming off an injury and just going to come in here and be a Hall of Fame. I hope he is, because right now he's one of the few options that we really have. But I just think, to me, this is going to be a season of transition. This is going to be a season of learning where they get to play together and grow together, hopefully, because what else are they going to do? Jones is on a 1-year deal. I don't want him to come in and start, and then they let him go next season. And then we got to start this cycle all over again. So I'm cheating and saying they're going to be good for the future. Maybe.
So my answer is a combination of Rodney's and Hendo's. I think that we're definitely going to be better for the future if with the young guys, if Voorhees is half of what the people think he is,
Facts.
and with Rosengartner being a rookie. Ben Cleveland may be on the Ben, and I'm trying to talk low so the echo ain't bad. Ben Cleveland may be on the Ben Powers track. Finally get a chance to start, gonna ball out, and then be up out of there. I hope not, but that looks like the track that he may be on, because every time Ben Cleveland actually get game reps, he played good, but he barely gets game reps. It's like he can't get it good in practice to take somebody's spot. Because left guard should have been his 3 years ago when Ben Powers left, but he couldn't get it. And so now he got right guard, and according to some people, he blundering that. But Joe D did say they mix and matched everybody at OTAs with the exception of Ronnie and Linderbaum. So people are kind of reading that, I think, overstating it, because Joe D, it came out of his mouth. We mixed and matched everybody but Ronnie and Linderbaum. So they had brick feet playing in spots. They had, Cleveland playing in spots.
So disrespectful.
Mixing and matching different things. And if you got brick feet, you got brick feet.
Coach, his name is No Wind, because they ain't got no wind.
You talking about me disrespectful?
This is public facts. They printed stories about this. This guy just can't get his conditioning up. No wind.
We talking about Falele, people. That's, if you don't know, we talking about Falele. We talking about Falele. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a little game. Play a little game.
Guilty.
This game not wrong day.
Oh, my bad.
Wrong day. Public opinion is Wednesday.
Okay.
Court of public opinion is Wednesday. So this is for the panel and the people in the chat box. So y'all pay attention. Playing over and under. So for the people on the channel, once you give your over and under, kind of have a little description as to why you picked over and or under. All right. And this is kind of what we talked about, in our little discussion last week. So we're going to start off with Lamar Jackson. And so over or under 30 passing touchdowns.
I'm going to go over. I'm going over because I think that they are going to lose games early, and I think they're going to be in a lot of close games. He's going to be throwing more. And also, Zay Flowers is going to ascend to being a star receiver this season. So I think he gets over 30.
I think it's gonna be over too, but that means Derrick Henry's probably not as effective as we hope he will be early on, at least, right? I know people think Derrick Henry will get like 1,500 yards rushing because he's playing behind Lamar, but I just don't. He clearly lost a step. I mean, we can all say that, right? Not saying he can't be a top running back, but I mean, the numbers and history are not on his side in terms of keeping it going, right? I think they are going to try to preserve him a little bit for the playoffs, which is smart. So he won't get that many carries during the season. So I think we're going to be passing a lot more than people think. And
Cam is Lamar Jackson over 30 passing TDs, Cam.
Yeah, I think he gets over this year. How many did he have last year?
24.
24. Yeah, he'll outplay that for sure.
I'm going with the under. Only because 24 pass touchdowns last season. First year in the system. I understand second year, it should be a dramatic leap.
Mhm.
But we also have to realize his second leading wide receiver is gone in Odell Beckham Jr. I expect Zay Flowers to go off. I know it wasn't much, but 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. Like he wasn't much, but I don't expect Nelson Aguilar. I expect Nelson Aguilar's yards to go up, not his touchdowns. Mark Andrews, to me, I think he's starting to slow down a little bit. Don't know what we're going to get there if he's going to be healthy, but more importantly, we don't know what the offensive line is going to do, and we don't know if they're going to be better at pass protection or run blocking. Then we brought Derrick Henry in here to run the ball to take the pressure off of Lamar. So all these things brought together, I don't know. He has the capabilities, but once again, who is he throwing these 30 touchdowns to?
Well, who do you throw it to his first MVP year?
But
Us four standing up here.
but he had 2 things going for him then. One, teams didn't know how to defend us. They didn't know how to defend us, and what the hell else was we going to do? What else was we going to do?
Y'all like that mug?
Yes,
Get you one of these. Get you one of those.
But we make that in-season trade to get that wide receiver. Most definitely.
Ayuk.
Second over. And I'm gonna type it in the comment section for those in the second. This is the second. You hit enter. Derrick Henry over or under 1,200 yards.
Total or rushing?
Rushing. Sorry. I do have rushing type down. Thank you.
You know what's really crazy about Derrick Henry? I didn't realize this until I was talking with our guy Ferris, and we were kind of looking at the list. We were looking at the all-time rushing leaders in NFL history because we were saying, after all, Bettis, he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, but he's pretty high up there. But what we kind of came to the conclusion of was like that list is not changing anytime soon. Right? The top rushers in NFL history are the top rushers in NFL history. If Derrick Henry goes over 1,100 yards, for as dominant as Derrick Henry has been, as great a player as Derrick Henry's been, if he has 1,100 yards this year, he's going to move into 25th all time. Damn. Yeah.
That's pretty good. There's been a lot of great.
It is good, but I mean, when you think about Derrick Henry, King Henry, 2,000 yards, he's out there getting, what we look at as obscene amounts of carries now, in the 350s and everything, and he hasn't even broken 10,000 yards. Nobody else is getting on that list. But also, Derrick Henry's not breaking 1,200 yards this year. They're not going to give him the ball enough. Once Keaton Mitchell gets back, he's definitely not going to get the ball enough. Like I said earlier, I think that the O-line is going to struggle early. So Baltimore is going to struggle early. They're going to be passing more. He's not going to get to 1,200.
Yeah, no, I don't want him to get to 1,200. Give him 800 yards. I think he'll be double digits in touchdowns. Right, he'll get a lot of goal line carries and red zone carries and whatnot. Keep him fresh. Right, like we've done this whole regular season thing already. We're trying to win a Super Bowl. Like, keep him fresh for the playoffs. Let him get loose in the playoffs. That's what I want to see what the over under is right there. Like, are you actually give him the rock? He got
6 times.
Right. He doesn't have to do anything in the regular season. Like, we're gonna win games, right? We'll score. The playoffs is what I'm worried about. He doesn't have to go out there and prove that he's still King Henry. Do that in the postseason.
I'm gonna go with the under, but I'm gonna take a phrase from Jose. We got lazy coaching. He's not gonna get 1,200 yards, but it's not gonna be for a lack of trying. Todd Monken himself said, "We trying to get this man 300 carries for what? He's a 30-year-old back with over 1,800 carries in the league. Why would you want to get him 300 more carries in the regular season? I think that they're going to try to get him the 1,200 yards, but with the dynamic of this team and the uncertainty of the offensive line, I'm not sure he's going to get there. And if he doesn't, I'm cool with that. Save him for the postseason. Then, if you really think about it, Keaton Mitchell, we don't know when he's going to be back. We don't know if he's going to be back. And that's the biggest thing. We don't know if, because you can get scarred. Like, so many things can happen. But we do got a Justice Hill. The Avengers got a Hulk. We got a Justice Hill. And Justice Hill's going to come in there and take these carries away from him.
You got a Rasheen Ali, too.
Rasheen Ali, there you go.
We drafted him hurt. I don't know.
You got 2 top 5 tight ends, the way I hear it.
And I'm happy. He'll be fresh for the playoffs.
Yeah. That's the hope.
That's the hope.
Yeah. Right. The next one. Put in the chat box. Mark Andrew. Will he get over 900 receiving? Over 900 receiving yards?
Under. I don't think he's the same player. I don't think that he was ever a great tight end. He had the one phenomenal year. I don't think he's that player anymore, and I think that Isaiah Likely is going to cut into his targets more this season than he did last year. So no 900 for him.
Ooh, the chat box definitely.
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
When they agree with us.
Y'all saying under?
Wow.
When they agree with us.
That's crazy. I'm gonna say, listen, I'm giving Mark Andrews the benefit of the doubt here. I'm gonna give him under 500 yards. I mean, you said 900, right?
Yes, 900.
All right, I'm gonna give him the under 600 yards. Y'all laughing? One, he's got to stay healthy.
He's got to stay healthy.
Two,
This is granted, assuming that he stays healthy.
Yeah.
Even assuming that, okay,
all these are assuming
even assuming that he stays healthy. Mark Andrews has had that one All-Pro year, and that was the year he went off. And you can't take anything away from that year. He was phenomenal. But the one thing that people don't talk about or pay attention to that year was that was the only year we didn't make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what we did? Chuck the ball around.
Yep.
Because we weren't going to win. You don't equate Mark Andrews with yardage and touchdowns to winning. We want to give this argument that Mark Andrews is a top 3, top 5 tight end just because we're homers and we want to put that out there. Isaiah Likely, like him and you don't like him or not. Isaiah Likely in his, he's top 5. We know this, but Isaiah Likely in his short career compared to Mark Andrews, he has more postseason touchdowns than Mark Andrews because Mark Andrews has donut.
Duncan or Krispy
Kreme? Supermarket box.
Yeah, no, I think he'll probably get around, I don't know, that 700 or 800 mark. I think he'll get that. I think he'll get around that.
Playoffs combined?
He don't do anything in the playoffs.
So that's just regular season.
That's just regular season.
You're right.
And again, that's what bothers me about him is he doesn't do anything in the playoffs. It's great he makes a one-handed catch here and there, on a Sunday night football game. Can you do that? Can you get a touchdown? Can you give us a touchdown in the playoffs?
He can drop touchdowns in the playoffs.
He can.
He does that constantly.
He can. But yeah, 700-800 is what I got him for. So yeah, under 900.
Okay. So we're gonna lay on this theme of tight ends. So obviously y'all know who this next one is for. Over or under.
Braids.
Isaiah Likely.
Oh.
10 touchdowns.
Also under. I just don't. Why 10? No, he's not going to get 10 touchdowns. He's the backup tight end.
According to some people, he's the starting slot receiver.
Ain't none of them people named Todd Monken. Now, if Mark Andrews gets hurt, then I'll say yes, he can go over 10. But we're assuming everyone is healthy, and if everyone's healthy, he's not getting 10 touchdowns.
I can see Mark Andrews getting 10 touchdowns, not Isaiah Likely. And like B said, if Andrew if he goes down, then yes, he will rack up touchdowns. But I think Mark Andrews is still Lamar's main target. Right? Zay Flowers, is right there behind him. Could overtake him. Right? I think those are the two main targets, and then everybody else will eat off of that. And so I think Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews will go over 10 touchdowns.
I'm gonna give him the over. I don't know what other organization you can find a top 5 tight end coming off the bench. I don't know where that happens. The best tight end in the league coming off the bench. Of course he can get 10 touchdowns. He's rested on the bench. Then he comes in the game fresh. Touchdown. What are you going to do? Come on, guys. What are we doing here?
Hendo saying it sarcasm purposes. I think he's gonna get 10 touchdowns.
Okay.
I think he's a better red zone threat.
Facts.
Than Mark.
But the problem is not. I don't think the problem is Isaiah. I think the problem is the coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking. Some of us were talking about this last year. Technically, Isaiah is a shiftier tight end. Than Mark Andrews is, and he should have played over him a little bit more in all seriousness. But the coaching staff didn't see it that way. The coaching staff was like, "We paying you all this money, you get in the game, even if it's hurting us." So I don't think that Isaiah's going to get the opportunities next year to get that 10, even though he's clearly the better player, and they're going to get rid of Mark Andrews next year anyway.
Okay. I had so much I want to say about that.
Just do it then. Do it.
No, I got too much of it. Next, and y'all can tell I got an outline because my lips coming up and I copy and paste. Zay Flowers. Can he get 1,000 yards over or under? Zay 1,000 yards receiving.
Over.
Yeah, over easy.
Yeah. What do you have? 800 last year?
Right around somewhere between 9.
Yeah.
He was the highest most receiving yards.
Yeah, he'll go over. I'm gonna
stick to the same thing I said last year. Last year I said nobody would have 1,000 yards. Lamar would have a great season. I'm going to double down on
you didn't say that.
Nobody's going to have 1,000 yards. Because Lamar's going to have an amazing season. And I think he's going to have better numbers. I think he's going to take what defense gives him more because they claim they're giving him more control. And I hope he learned the lesson from the championship game and take what the defense give him. And I think he's going to have a ridiculous year.
But coach, I got to push back on this one.
Okay.
And I see where you're coming from with this, but two things for me personally. Mm-hmm. One, Zay is entering his second year. Yeah. Most wide receivers take their biggest jump in the second year. Mm-hmm. And I think that Todd Monken didn't know how to utilize him because Todd Monken would get a big catch, and then Todd Monken would run a jet sweep with him on the next play. I think he knows how to better utilize him. Mm-hmm. Secondly, more important to me is OBJ's not there. Mm-hmm. And just not the presence. I think that Lamar's very conscientious about his teammates. And he knows what people were saying about him and all his other things. And I think he was trying to force the ball to OBJ to make him look better. Now I don't have that in the back of my mind. There's nobody in a contract yet that I'm trying to get paid this year. So now I'm going to do my thing. Zay, me and you work out all the time. We have a connection that, for some reason, Rashad Bateman refused to be a part of. And
Bateman, go long.
take the defense with you. And I just think that connection, which may be getting a little bit stronger than Mark Andrews, is going to take him because he only needed 100 and something more yards to get over 1,000. And without OBJ there, he got that easy because Lamar's going to pass for more yards this season, especially second year in the system.
I can. You change my mind. I go over.
I gotta say too. This is the thing that I don't like about Baltimore, right? When we talk about Peyton Manning having a great year, we picture Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison. We talk about Pat Mahomes having a great year. It's Patton and Travis Kelce. Tua having a great year. It's Tua throwing it to Tyreek. When we talk about Lamar having a better year, it's because he had to spread it around and take what was it. Like, no, man, it needs to be Lamar plus, Lamar's team, Lamar's wide receiver. Like, and I think Zay can be that guy. I think he will be that guy. But I can't. And I'm not saying that you're wrong, because obviously you're correct in how that played out. But it only played out that way because who is he gonna have that connection with?
Yeah.
I see where you're going. That's a legit thing. Every time we think about a good quarterback, think about that guy catching the ball. Right. But Zay could be that guy. He could be. He should be. He should be.
And he's motivated.
Yes.
Coach, was this next one a typo?
No, it's not. It's not. But I wish you would have said it. You messing in that.
I'm sorry.
You messing in that. It was not. Meant to be West East. Next up.
Oh man.
Be kind of spoiler. Chat box. Over or under. And that F was not supposed to be the F on my time. My little outline I made. Over or under for this next. Rashad Bateman 10 catches.
Disrespectful as hell.
In the first game, or he gonna go over?
No,
Look, Rashad,
the season.
Rashad, I think is gonna he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine, man. Like I don't know. He's gonna fill that OBJ role. He probably have similar stats. Yeah, I mean, people are saying he had the opportunities and whatnot. I don't know. He's another player. I'm not gonna project anything on him. He's gonna have to just go out there and show me that he can do it.
He's gonna have
Rob say under jerk.
You was typing it. I was thinking it.
He's gonna have 48 catches.
48 catches.
Hey, honestly, I'm laughing, but I wouldn't be surprised. He's right around the same amount of catches.
That's terrible. Because John Harbaugh don't trust rookies.
If you're gonna say that, I'm gonna go with the under then.
Right. Ask me if you make it out of training camp.
They make a training camp.
Ask me if he's making it out there healthy.
Are you saying that?
Yeah, ask me the question after he makes it out of training camp.
Okay.
To make sure he's healthy.
Gotcha.
He got a little extension now.
Right, little.
Like the last time we talked about Rashad Bateman, I remember it was coach saying, "Oh man, he was getting open. Lamar wasn't throwing him the ball," and then all of a sudden, he said 10 catches with them nickels in your pocket.
Coach, you petty.
The reason I put 10 catches because of the previous statements I made. He was getting the ball, and then Lamar made some they got to find their way to Florida. I saw everybody find Florida, but a certain person.
And this ain't the first year.
Everybody in the NFL made Paris. Who's the first person in Paris?
Oh man.
So you can find a way to Paris, but you can't find a way to pump it over.
Maybe he was getting open in the wrong areas, coach.
That is true though. He may have run the wrong routes. Like people don't know. We don't know. Yeah, listen.
Right,
that's why I love Lamar. Lamar is petty.
It's two sides
and I love it.
That's not being petty. He says, "Hey, you gotta come down here and work out with us."
No, I mean just like he didn't do it before. I'm not throwing you the damn ball. You don't want to come. You don't want to come to sunny Florida and work out. Cool. Watch this.
Let's go to the dark side. We got a few more. And we got 7 minutes.
6 minutes.
6 minutes to refresh you on. Odafe Owe. Over or under? 8 sacks.
Under.
Damn.
I'm going over. Over 8 sacks for Odafe Owe.
In Baltimore?
Yep.
Right.
I think he has a breakout year.
Hey, Hendo, over or under 8 games before Isaac takes his job.
Chat, put y'all number. If you put over, put your number in the chat box for number sacks.
All right, coach.
Yeah.
I do think Owe's going to be better this season, all around game. But by him not having anybody to take the pressure off on the other side,
Kyle Van Noy.
Yeah.
Oh, so somebody having their best season at the age of 33, we expect them to duplicate that at age 34.
I think it's a mixture.
Right with Jadeveon Clowney.
I think it's a mixture of him and Ojabo.
Who?
B. The way Hendo said that, you must have knew the setup was coming.
What I said? What?
What you said?
Who? What I said?
He
Who?
cut me off. Because I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna be in trouble then.
Who the hell is Ojabo?
No, I know. You talking about David Clown.
No, but I'm asking, who the hell is Ojabo? I've never seen this guy.
Injured Bo. You know
Oh, that guy. I know him. Injured Bo.
You know, even if he comes in for, you know, a couple games.
Listen, they both going to get 6 sacks, and the Ravens are going to talk about they got the fiercest pass rush the NFL ever seen.
I think Owe. I think he'll hold down one side of the ball. I think I'm gonna give him 9 sacks.
Wait a minute. That's
But because think about it, what year is he going into? 4th year, right?
no. Is
Yeah.
it?
4th year.
Yes, 4th year. 4th year.
And he picked up his 5th year option, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is about the time where, you know, a player like him will break out. I mean, he was raw, right? He'll break out, and then, you know, they have to think about what they're gonna do with him next year. Are they gonna pay him or you know, let him ride out the contract? You know, but you know, if he has a breakout year this year, they'll most likely extend him because he's defense.
But this is the thing though. It depends on how much he breaks out, because the Ravens are cash strapped. Because Lamar contract really kicks in next year.
So there's always way. When has that ever been an issue for defense?
You're right about that.
We're only cash strapped when we have to go and get a wide receiver.
You're right.
Well, job. Owe not going to get enough snaps to get 8 sacks.
Okay.
I think he'll get 6.5.
Yolanda say he getting 10 sacks.
First of all, don't listen to Yolanda because she makes bets and it doesn't pay up when her man don't perform right. She shouldn't make bets because all she does is make excuses.
It's harsh, but you know it's the truth.
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah,
We're not gonna get into that sound personal.
It is personal. Listen, Coach. I can't come in here every season and be like, "This the year my man gonna ball out," and then every year you're like, "He not balling out." I'm like, no, I know he didn't do it the last 2 years, but this year it's going to happen.
That's just because he didn't play because he wasn't good enough. Wait till next year.
You mean like Warbone? Oh, hell!
Where's Warbone? Oh.
over Nate Wiggins, 3 interceptions.
Ooh.
Over.
Did you say interceptions or games played?
Interception.
Oh, I'm still going under.
He's going to get targeted enough.
Definitely that.
Under.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna say push. I'm gonna say he gets 3.
Okay.
Good number. I'm with you. I'm gonna go push too.
Yeah, everybody bite. Sorry though.
All right. And the last one. Go out with a bang on this one. Bang on this one.
Coach Harbaugh's getting fired. Oh,
that would be a bang out with a bang, but not that much of a bang.
damn.
Real good for y'all. But I think y'all like me, but I'm older, so people get excused for being older.
Respect your elders.
And this one is not necessarily overall. It's more like yes or no. Kyle Hamilton, defensive player of the year.
No. I think he could be in the conversation, but you know, he doesn't get sacks, right? The guys that get sacks are the ones that get that title. Who was the last safety to be defensive player of the year? Ed Reed, right?
Bob Sanders, I think, was after him.
He was after Ed Reed? Okay.
Yeah.
That was a long
It
time
still was
ago.
I'm going to say that he has a defensive player of the year worthy season, but does not win the award.
Facts. Yeah,
That's why you hit me. Insightful thinking when we ain't in straight troll mode.
Yeah,
I don't ever troll.
he goes strong.
Look at his face.
And then you also have to think, it's 2 people in his own division.
I heard he's not even the best defensive player on his own team. You know, you got the $100 million man over there.
Tell me what you heard, B. In these streets.
I heard not in the street. I heard over at the castle they dropped $100 million on a dude who changed their defense in Roquan Smith. So he better be winning Defensive Player of the Year if anybody gonna win it.
But somebody told me that it's a YouTube for a rival team that linebackers that make tackles ain't good defensive players.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
Do I say that again?
can't say I co-sign on that one, but that's all right.
A linebacker that make a bunch of tackles is not a good defensive player.
Never
In
heard
my
that.
eyes, I thought linebackers supposed to.
That's what they do.
But according to certain YouTube, a rival team that all he do is make tackles. That ain't a special player.
Because his linebackers can't tackle.
Which
Still my dog though.
Which YouTuber was it? Is his team like for Dallas or something like that?
No, he in our division.
Oh, you saying our division?
Does he do a show with some people up here?
Oh no.
No, it's not. I was thinking him too. Like that dude? It was who?
I get what he's saying partially.
I like
Quincy don't like because that's a long ongoing thing with Quincy. He don't like Roquan.
Well, that's because he had what's his name, Joe Schobert.
Yeah,
And, you know, he had a bunch of tackles, but you know anybody can tackle the running back 15 yards downfield.
jump on a pile, have a tackle.
Where we had more things to talk about on table them for actually when camp happens. So they actually fit when we come back. What will be going on at the time. We got some camp storylines we're gonna table next show. And we're probably not going to have a show until camp starts. Because Hendo said earlier, we just not gonna come on here and filibuster you. We got our individual things going on, and once we get some Ravens, we can talk to you about for a good hour, and not just pull your chain. That's what we gonna do. And you'll see me Wednesday on their show recapping the More City Tally Countdown. Go over the More City Tally channel. So if you don't follow that, please do so. That's where the countdown is. We did 10 number 24 today. So if you haven't checked it out, please do so every day at 7 o'clock. Again, I'll be recapping this week's 5 teams on lunch break hot take Wednesday at 7:15. Wednesday you can pop in at 7 o'clock. Pop in with them and go from there. That's what I got going on, and I'll let the people know what you got. Start with Hendo.
Oh, well, you can find me at the Road Pod. I just put out videos. I try to do like 3 or 4 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Something's like not doing live streams right now because, you know, people suck. I ain't gonna hold you. People suck. It just wasn't worth it.
If you want to know how and why Brett Favre is taking food out of your children's mouths, you go over to Rogue Pod and you click on that video.
Yes.
Speaking of, I obviously you guys know I'm from that state, and I am also an alumni of that school.
Mm-hmm.
And that's totally screwed up.
Very much.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still a free man.
You know what's even? Well, I shouldn't say it's even worse because it's irrelevant in what we're talking about, but it feels worse. The volleyball team sucks. But they're not even good.
They ain't have enough money to buy a good team.
He was trying to steal some more money to get Shedeur Sanders over there too. Damn shame.
Not even remorseful about it.
Dirtbag.
I wanna let the people know where to find you.
Yes, me and B, we got a lunch break hot take. We do a live show every Wednesday night at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. Coach will be there this Wednesday and next couple Wednesdays. You know, but he come in whenever he wants to come on. Yeah, we're gonna be covering these rankings, the best rankings out there. Okay, you don't need to look at any other power rankings. I'm not just saying that. Like I truly mean that. Like Nobody's putting in the effort and has a true formula for how their rankings work. But Coach has it. Okay, he can explain every single ranking why that team is there. He does that. So go check out those videos. More sip to tally. But he'll be on there. Ferris may or may not be on there.
Well, Ferris is going to be on. He confirmed. And I just want to say that, to echo what you were saying, nobody's 100% on with these predictions and power rankings and stuff like that. But nobody else goes as in depth as Coach does and gives you their reasoning step by step for why the Giants are the worst team in the league.
But Coach gets a lot right. I'll tell you that.
That's fact. And
Devin was right last year.
Right. And it's unbiased. That's the biggest point for me. It's unbiased. Like, it's stat driven, and it's not just I feel like this team is better. So check it out.
Right. Also, check out Ring Kings podcast. Okay, we're active again. All right. Myself, B, and OTR Mike. All right. We just have a video out last week on Tank Davis and Frank Martin. We're gonna be dropping some videos up out here pretty soon because your boy Devin Haney he has lost his mind.
I was about to say, if you're a Devin Haney fan, you come by, you hit that subscribe button, and get yourself deprogrammed.
I still like Devin Haney. I ain't got nothing wrong with Devin Haney, but man, he's fumbling on a few steps. Him and Bill. I can't, I gotta say Devin and Bill because Bill, or I should say Bill and Devin, because Bill likes to be out there in front of everything. But we're gonna discuss that. And there's a lot of stuff coming up. There's a lot of boxing coming up. So go subscribe over there. All right. And that's it. Look, we're not as active as Hendo with the videos, but we are putting out videos. We're trying out different things. And you'll be seeing more of that type of content coming up.
We're expanding.
Yes.
Two last announcements for this channel. People that are still out there. One, hit the like button before you get out. Hit the like button. Announcement two is me and my crack staff put together a 50 best players in the NFL. So that will be starting
nice.
tomorrow or Wednesday. So that'll be on the main channel. So you have the power rankings on more the tally. Starting tomorrow or Wednesday, you'll get 50 best players from my point of view on this channel. Again, you will have an explanation of why I have those guys there. I couldn't do 100. That's too many for me to do. But 50 is there.
50 is just right.
Yeah, 50 is just right. I think so. And appreciate you. London dropped the 20. Appreciate glad the Roundup is back. Thank you. I forgot to add that scene here.
Got some bad news for Yolanda.
we haven't gone anywhere. We're just
hiatus.
Yeah.
We just on a hiatus, man, because some people just give you stuff just to give it to you, and they filibustering you. They ain't
Yeah, how many times
Hendo said, like, if Stephen A. Smith going there and say sky's blue, I need to come on here and tell you sky blue.
Right.
How many different ways can you say we're happy Derrick Henry's a Raven?
Yeah, no. We're not going to do that. Which is why we're doing different things. We're talking a lot more WNBA now. Okay.
If y'all didn't see Angel Reese the other day, you should have.
And Caitlin Clark. They both went off.
It was a battle.
She came to 25 points, 16 rebounds in the win, and she abused Melissa Smith down the stretch.
Yes, she did, and she asked for it.
She did.
She
didn't want it though.
She should have did what she did.
But I will say one part I love about the highlights of that game. I still have one. I watched the extended highlights. So I like the part when her and I don't know that's probably who y'all just had the curly hair.
Yeah, Melissa.
Her Angel were free throw talking their stuff.
Yeah.
And the ref
between them. Both of them like, no, just move. We talk.
Right.
You go referee. We talk. They getting into it or whatever, doing their thing. We don't have to talk.
Right. Yeah.
You go do something else.
Right. We ain't beefing. Just talking.
Yeah.
But coach,
they don't understand. They just don't understand.
But coach, you got to see when Smith activated Angel Reese's powers.
Because she did. I saw. I couldn't read her lips.
No. She made a gesture and activated her powers.
Oh yeah.
She gave it a little. She hit it with a little too small. And Angel Reese was like,
Oh, the other girl did that?
yeah, she did the Angel Reese. She was like too small.
She scored on her and hit with the too small. And Angel came right down and got a layup and one, and dominated her the rest of the game.
Coach, she stood there by herself and was like, Wonder Twin Powers, activate. Form of unstoppable. And then took off. Yeah, they are. It was a good game though.
That $50 million. So we talked about that on the show. Look, every league loses money early on. Okay. This is before their new TV deal kicks into place, in which they'll most likely turn a profit for the first time. So they're trending upwards. That story.
Michael Jordan on the way.
Yeah. But that story.
USC.
Yes, Juju Watkins. Yes, but that story is thrown out there just because it's gaining some steam. There's always going to be some detractors and haters that want to shine a negative light on it. Like B said, my Nets, they lose money. Nobody talks about that. Okay, so it's just an investment. And a lot of people are investing in WNBA now more than ever. So they are trending upwards. They're not going anywhere. And if you're not watching WNBA, you need to get on board because it is a very good product.
Last thing before we get out of here, being short answer. I'm gonna talk about it Wednesday. What'd you think about your press conference today?
Oh, with JJ?
Yes.
I don't really watch that kind of stuff. Like I heard the quotes and whatnot, but I like JJ. I think JJ is a really smart guy. I think that he's going to be a good coach. It's about whether or not Kobe's friend learned how to do his job. That's the key.
How about Rob Pelinka?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Kobe's friend, Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
He has to upgrade the roster. There's nothing that the JJ can do about that. There's nothing Darvin Ham could have done about that. There was nothing Frank Vogel could have done about that. So if he doesn't learn how to do his job, it doesn't matter. But if he gets some talent in there, I think JJ is going to be a good coach.
We are going to talk about that on Wednesday. Yes, we are.
And there's one difference between Darvin Ham and JJ Redick.
LeBron like
JJ. No. JJ Redick went to Duke.
That's right.
And on that note,
we all know Duke boys don't win. But okay.
Appreciate y'all for I know with the echo, we'll try to get that fixed by the next time. But for y'all that stay with me, hit that like button and bear with me throughout. Again, live stream stuff happens. New stuff happens. So salute to y'all, man. Everybody still Jared, Yolanda, who else? Killer Cam, Blackula. I think those names I still see up there. Again, Yolanda, thank you for the dub. And we'll see y'all next time. Minute and 12, B.